Hello, welcome to another radio and television station, and I'm Cao Trí. Here comes the local news. The People Committee of Đồng Nai Province has just issued a press dispatch number 12260 to departments, branches, unions, People's Committee of District, cities, enterprises, production and business establishments in the province on the issue of participation in the traffic circulation of workers from their residence to workplaces in the province. Accordingly, remove the form of travel permits for workers. From October 7th, Đồng Nai Province removed the content of issuing certificates of employees moving daily from their residences to the workplaces of enterprises in the province as stipulated in document number 11715, dated September 25, 2021, and document number 10856, dated September 8, 2021, the Provincial People's Committee. For employees, when moving from their residence to workplace, must wear an employee card. If equipped by the employee must wear a uniform to identify when circulating and passing through the checkpoint. At the same time, workers who are using smartphone must install a PC COVID app to use a QR code and show vaccination history. In case there is no smartphone, a certificate of COVID-19 vaccination, at least one shot for 2 shot vaccines and 14 days after vaccination, or a certificate of recovery from COVID-19 disease under 6 months when requested by the authorities. The Standing Committee of Đồng Nai Provincial People Council has just sent a letter to the Provincial People Committee agreeing not to charge tuition fees and provide tuition reimbursement for the first semester of 2021-2022 school year. The subjects apply no tuition fees as students who are studying at early childhood and high school education institutions, public and non-public, and continuing education in Đồng Nai Province. The level of compensation and tuition fee support equal to tuition fee collection rate for 2021-2022 school year was approved by the Provincial People's Council at the second Provincial People's Council meeting in July 2021. The first semester of the 2021-2022 school year lasts from September to December 2021. According to the plan, the draft resolution on not charging tuition fees for the first semester of 2021-2022 school year will be presented at the Provincial People's Council meeting on October 15. This is a considered policy of support and sharing with parents of students who have suffered many difficulties caused by the COVID-19 epidemic. The military command of Xuân Lộc district has just organized a donation of 1 ton of green vegetables to people of Xuân Hoa commune. The vegetable was mobilized from sponsors and gardeners in Gia Rai Town, Suối Cát, and Xuân Phú towns to contribute to support Xuân Hoa, which is the only locality of Xuân Lộc still in orange region with more than 30 positive cases. Since the beginning of this epidemic season, the district military command has campaigned to give 30 tons of vegetables of all kinds, over 700 gifts to difficult circumstances, military families in active service, and the charge during the epidemic season with a total value of over 500 million Vietnam dong. Transport food and harvest more than 50 tons of agricultural products to help people. On October 7, the U.S. Senate approved a bill to temporarily raise the federal government debt ceiling, avoiding the risk of default by the end of the month. The bill passed by 50 votes to 48, raising the current $28.4 trillion debt ceiling by $480 billion. The bill will only take effect until December 3rd, the day when funding for most federal programs also expires, under a temporary measure passed earlier this month. Over the next 8 weeks, Congress will have to address the double challenge of agreeing on a public spending plan for September 2022, that range from education and foreign affairs programs to funds to implement immigration and airport security measures, while trying to avoid the risk of default. The European Union says it could take in 4,500 Afghan refugees over the next 5 years at the request of United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, although any decision is up to member states. EU Home Affairs Commissioner Ylva Johansson said accepting the refugees was feasible and a moral obligation that EU had fulfilled. She noted that EU has now taken in 22,000 Afghans after the US withdrawal and Taliban took control of the country, and said EU concern right now is to evacuate the people who are most at risk inside Afghanistan, including female jurors and journalists. UNHCR Chief Filippo Grandi predicts that some 85,000 Afghans living as refugees in the neighboring country will need to be relocated over the next 5 years, and the EU should consider taking in half of this number. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.